Hey! This is a quick vid of a front deck extension and the Trex decking, including a compass star and a Gaelic Knot weave inlay. Let's get her done! Hey! Okay, so this is my house, and it has a small 8-foot by 10-foot elevated front yard deck. The deck has a very great view of the majestic Rocky Mountains. 8-foot by 10-foot isn't very big, so I want to make her bigger. Plan is to extend the deck, punch it out 4 feet. Below is a roof off the front door with a post and beam that can easily handle the weight of the deck extension. So start by taking the railing off and removing the decking. Purchasing some 2x10s for the joists for the extension. Adding a beam inside the roof trusses to take the load from the added joists. Cutting the 2x10 joists down to size and checking for fit. With a solid foundation, adding a small cricket to the roof and shingling everything back up. Then screwing the extension joists into place. Hey! With the joist extensions complete, the plan is to have a 2-color Trex board inlays, a Gaelic Knot by the sliding door, and in the middle a star compass inlay. So some blocking and backing between these joists for these 2 designs needs to be added. Hey! For the decking, I'm using 12-foot and 16-foot lengths of Trex G2 composite boards. I got 2 colors, Foggy Wharf and the darker clamshell, for the border, trim, and the inlay highlights. Let's get her done! Okay, for the top decking, I'm going to have 2 inlays. I'm going to first lay down the Gaelic Knot and the compass star. For the compass, I've laid out a screw hole pattern that will hold down the inlay and also be used to hold the boards onto the jig to cut the long tapers. Let's get her done! Okay, cut one board 37 1/4 inches long. And put a 45 on one of the ends. Okay, then I drilled a 1/4 inch hole, a 1/4 inch deep. After the countersinks, drill an 11/64 pilot hole all the way through. Next, use a 2x8 as a tapering jig, and we're going to line this up and cut out a piece of the star. Okay, screw it on to the tapering jig and then we'll run it through the saw. Okay, take the screws out of the tapering jig. And we got the northeast part of the compass. Okay, to transfer the screw hole locations, line it all up and put a screw in and drill it in going in reverse. It'll make a nice hole where you need to drill 1/4 inch deep, 1/4 inch hole. Okay, so we got the 4 pieces up. Let's see how they fit into place. There's our northeast piece. So we got the north and the south pieces cut and in place. Okay, I got all 4 of the east-west ones done and drilled and countersunk, and we'll throw it on the jig and we'll rip them. Let's get her done. These guys in place. Looking pretty good. Hey, good morning. Got the compass all screwed down, all nice and square. Everything looks pretty good. So the compass is basically 1x6 decking board. These are 37 inches long. There's a 45 on the end, and then you use tapering jig to get this. These are 23 inches long, 1x6, 45 on the end, and use tapering jig. Get it all nice and square, screw it down. So next we're gonna do a border in the clamshell, and it will go from the points of the star all the way around to make a perfect square. Should look something like this. 45 on that corner, and cut this angle to match the north arm of the compass. Want a border all the way around. Hey. Okay, got 2 of the border pieces on. Slam these last 2 on and then do the fill-ins. Hey. Okay, got the border all on. Looks pretty good. 45's in the corner. So we'll get the fill-ins done next. Let's get her done. Hey. Okay, got all the fill-ins around the border in place. Hey. Up next is the Gaelic knot in front of the sliding deck entrance door. Gonna cut this from the darker clamshell color to contrast with the foggy wharf color. Let's get her done! Okay, we're at the saw here. We got a board cut plan, reduce waste. If I'm careful, I should be able to get all the pieces from the knot. If I match up all the 45 degrees left and right cuts out of one 12-foot board length. So first guy, we're gonna do 17 3/8 with a 45. Let's get her done. Hey, I've cut the 12 pieces down to size with all the 45 miters fitting together nicely. And I've dry fit the knot into place. Hey, now fastening down all the decking to the added blocking and deck joists. I'm using the Trex hidden hideaway fasteners and also PL 400 subfloor glue. This makes things really nice and solid. Hey, Got a couple more pieces on. Looking pretty good. Hey. Got all the pieces in and screwed down. I had drawn red lines on the outside of all the boards. It was actually a really good idea. Follow along, make sure everything was square. Put a little of the trim pieces in, centers, and then run the deck boards up to it. Let's get her done. Okay, and for the board ends, drill a 1/4 inch hole, a 1/4 inch deep. Drill a pilot hole. Put in a stainless steel screw. Drill out a 1/4 inch plug with the borehole bit. Remove the plug. Take the plug, put it in the hole. The plugs are a great way to finish off the decking with a clean, professional look. Boring the plugs from the deck boards ensures they are a perfect match, especially if you match up the plug with the grain of the board. For the compass star, I highlighted with plugs of the opposite color for a nice contrast. Hey! Finishing off the top decking with a clamshell border, with an added detail of an overlapping scarf joint. The clamshell border extends from each end of the Gaelic knot. Finally putting the extended railing back on. So now it's Miller time! Sit back, relax, and enjoy the extended, spacious, multi-detailed front deck. Thanks for watching.